like this. Buddy told me he lived in an apartment in Burbank.
And he couldn't afford to fix the toilets at the studio because he was almost bankrupt.
I can see why. A place like this must have just about broken him.
I decided to change it to something a little less somber. I mean, Buddy wouldn't want me to spend the rest of my life in mourning, do you think?
Sure he wouldn't.
What was your name again?
Skip Tarkenton.
Oh, right. Oh, of course. Buddy just thought the world of you.
No, see, he couldn't have. I just arrived in town today, so I really didn't know him at all.
Well, hey, I can relate to that. I only knew him for about 3 weeks myself. So I guess you and I knew him less than anybody who's here. Come on, sit down.
3 weeks? That's all?
Yeah, but you can really get to know a person pretty well in 3 weeks.
How did you, come to meet?
Oh, well, it's a cute story. Buddy's wife died, so he came up to Vegas to work out all of his grief. And then he saw me in this topless ice show, and that was like it.
Topless. I've played a little hockey.
Well, to tell you the truth, I can just barely stand up on the ice, but you don't exactly have to be Peggy Fleming if you're willing to skate with your shirt off. What are you going to do now?
I guess I'll look for a place to stay and then try and find a job.
Well, hey, you can always stay here. There's tons of room.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Mrs. Winkler, but...
Charlie wouldn't look too good right after his funeral and everything. Well, I guess I better go talk to the others.
What was that all about?
Nothing.
I'm warning you. Don't try to insinuate yourself into a job through her. Oh, I see what you're up to.
Oh, I'm not...
All this may be hers, but the studio is mine. Have you got that?
But I was only...
You want a job, you come to me for it, not her. Is that clear?
Perfectly. You mean I could get a job here?
Don't be coy. You'll start like everybody else with our apprentice program.
Is there a Y around here someplace?
You like to live the high life, don't you, kid? Why don't you stay in Buddy's siesta room? You won't be using it.
Siesta room?
And Buddy likes to take a little nap every afternoon.
Well, my grandfather does that.
Not those kind of naps, Skipper.
I'll be a son of a gun.
This is really something else. I've never actually seen a mirror on the ceiling before.
Buddy liked to shave in bed.
An air conditioner. We're sweating our brains out all summer, and he had an air conditioner. What are you doing in here?
Skip was looking for a place to stay.
Well, he can't stay here. Who's on phone duty this week?
Me, I'll get that.
This was Buddy's own special room, his private place.
Of course, I'd be willing to pay it.
$112 a month. Take it or leave it.
It's somebody from the programming department at the network. They want to know who's in charge now.
Hey, wait a minute. Who said you were in charge?
Yeah, nobody believed that cock and bull story you were telling about Buddy at the funeral.
Is that right? Oh, well, in that case, Wally, then, why don't you take it?
Oh, well, I didn't mean me.
How about you, Andrea? Do you want to talk to the network? Some other time. Roland?
Pass.
I'll take it in my office. You don't suppose there's any way we could get Buddy back?
I forgot a trade. Buddy for Aggie and a minor league shortstop.
Is this your stuff?
Yeah.
Listen, if you go out the back door and across the alley, there's this place called Poncho's. How about running over there and getting 6 cups of coffee?
Sure. 6 coffees. I'll be right back.
Right.
Excuse me. Coffee run.
The bathroom's that way.
Look at this. No wonder Buddy was going to hire him.
Yeah, the man's good. He's got a lot of range. Where'd he go?
I sent him for coffee.
If Aggie sees this stuff, I'll be the one going for coffee.
Make mine cream and sugar.
Nobody animates like you, Mr. Carmichael.
Oh, sure, lots of people do. And please call me Brooks.
No, I mean it. Look at his tongue swatting flies. He looks demented. Just an idea.
Yeah.
But what if when Sir Thanks-a-Lot is standing there by his horse and Dippy brings him the ladder, Dippy puts it down in the mud, and Thanks-a-Lot pushes him aside and climbs up on it. And when he does, it begins to sink into the mud, and Thanks-a-Lot only gets about halfway up on the horse when the saddle comes loose, and Thanks-a-Lot spins around and falls off into the mud.
And the horse sees Thanks a Fool and thinks it's a flower and sips it.
The horse sneezes. Right out of the picture.
And Thanks looks up and sees him coming down, and he knows it's my time. We can't do it.
Why not?
Aggie won't let us. Too expensive. She and Buddy made a deal with a guy in Panama. He's got a whole bunch of Indians. He's teaching them to animate at 50 cents an hour.
That's terrible.
Better than grinding corn.
You and I could do this. I'll work nights, weekends.
That'd be great, but I don't know.
What's this?
Aggie asked me to make a list of directors who are available to replace Buddy.
Well, why don't you direct? You're better than any of these guys.
Me? I am over the hill. I haven't got what it takes anymore.
Who told you that?
Buddy, every time I ask for a raise...
Well, he was wrong. You're just as good as you ever were.
I was never that good.
When I was a kid, all I ever wanted to be was another Brooks Carmichael.
You got me confused with somebody else.
No, I don't.
Buddy Winkler Productions? No, he's dead. Can anybody else help you? No, she's at the network.
Okay, fans, it's moving day.
What's the matter? What happened?
Aggie insulted my writing.
So? Buddy always insulted your writing, too.
Yeah, but he was doing that so I couldn't ask for more money. I respected that. But I'm not doing a rewrite on a perfectly good script for somebody who doesn't even have a sense of humor. I'm out of here.
Okay, well, if you're going, I'm going, too.
Hey, Roland, Marty. I know I'm the new guy here and all, and I don't want to speak out of turn or anything, but... What are you, nuts? There are hundreds of animators out there. The only thing they're drawing is unemployment checks.
Maybe he's right. At least we have jobs.
So does the guy who cleans the buffalo cage at the zoo.
Don't knock what you do, guys. Let's, for the moment, forget the fact that there's unemployment out there. Rampant unemployment. Forget the fact. Remember what it is you do here. All of you. You bring this little guy to millions of people every week, to little kids and sick people and shut-ins. Just for the sake of argument, let's say you can get other jobs. How can you let his fans down?
Oh, you had to bring up shut-it. How'd things go at the network, Aggie?
They thought with Buddy gone, they were going to be able to walk all over me. Well, I went right in there and I said, look, there's no way we're going to keep doing the Dippy Duck show unless you give us more money. In fact, I'm going to demand that you let me take it elsewhere.
You got us canceled, didn't you?
I'm gone. I'm with you.
Hi, guys. What's new?
What's new is we're canceled.
Canceled?
Look, guys, Buddy and I have got you through some bad times before. I'll do it again. Come on, guys. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Hi.